We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Magister Alexius is in charge, and the former Grand Enchanter Fiona.
In Haven. And not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Okay, so the Fate is weak. There's a Magister in charge, and the Grand Enchanter doesn't remember or didn't tell anyone that we were invited here to speak with them.
3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit.
Are we to know what that means?
That joke I was telling you where I couldn't remember the end bit. So the man says, 3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit. Not bad, right?
If somewhat blasphemous.
It's funny.
I don't get it. I didn't hear the first part of the joke, I guess, that she was referring to, though. Let me go investigate this tower real quick. Ooh, a treasure
Impressive
chest.
craftsmanship.
And a landmark.
To remain standing after such abuse.
It's not exactly standing. Redcliffe Windmill. These ruins mark the spot where a windmill once overlooked Redcliffe Village. It was destroyed in the last days of the Blight when Darkspawn attacked the area and was never repaired. Okay. Do you have another route for me to take? Oh, whoa! I meant to jump. Let's try this route again. Ta-da! Much better. Whoa there! Careful. Alright, well, that doesn't actually help me until I recruit Iron Bull and his chargers.
Grandmother, I think we should go.
Go? In the middle of the war?
Don't be a fool, girl. We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked into our village. We will not flee now.
Whoa, you guys survived the Blight? Badass. I assume that's what she meant when she said when the dead walked into our village.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
It was so real. And when I woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
I wonder what dream he refers to. Oh, not allowed in there yet.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her.
I don't want you talking to the rebel. We're normal folk. We keep our heads down and let the mages...
Have you heard? The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
See? What did I tell you?
Not exactly how
It's
the
not just
story
that.
went.
I heard about deaths too. Refugees killed by
The Grey
Templars
Warden
during the
Alistair
Week
grew up
War.
at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village. The boy who once begged me to make him toy soldiers slew the archdemon and stopped the Blight.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favours blood lotus flowers.
So she mentioned Alistair. He was from the original Dragon Age Origins. I'm not actually going to fast travel, but I wanted to see my map and I wanted to make sure that this fast travel was unlocked. Ah, that's right. So I do want to see about Tanner since I found that note from him. It's a rather fast-flowing river. I'm gonna try something stupid, so let's save first.
I hear most of the apostates are dead. or
Okay.
hiding. We should be getting more refugees soon.
Do you think we should keep them to the village?
Of course. You don't even want me to say it, do you? Would you hate me that much if I were a mage?
My boy, no. Maker, no. I will love you no matter what you are. The mages and the Templars are at war. Do you expect me to wish you well? To send you off to die?
It's just rumours after all.
Either way, we're safe.
It's interesting to hear all these people kind of like talking about what their lives are like during the war and really questioning the Mage and Templar division. I don't know.
Keep an eye out.
Honestly, let's just sell my valuables and do a quick browse. No. I was trying to compare. The one I have is just as good. Bunch of upgrades.
Thank you.
I don't even like to shop in real life. Ferelden culture. The Fereldans are a puzzle. As a people, they are one bad day away from reverting to barbarism. They repelled invasions from Tevinter during the height of the Imperium, with nothing but dogs and their own obstinate disposition. They are the coarse, willful, dirty, disorganized people who somehow gave rise to our prophet, ushered in an era of enlightenment, and toppled the greatest empire in history. There are few things you can assume safely in dealing with these people. First, they value loyalty above all things, beyond wealth, beyond power, beyond reason. Second, although they have nothing in their entire country which you are likely to think at all remarkable, they are extremely proud of their accomplishments. Third, if you insult their dogs, they are likely to declare war. And finally, the surest sign that you have underestimated the Fereldans is that you think you have come to understand them. Empress Celine I of Orlais in a letter to her newly appointed ambassador to Denerim. Well, that's quite a disparaging view of the Fereldans. I quite like the Fereldans. And I quite like those 3 things she laid out about them. What is this place? Probably another shop. Whoa. Well, this is quite good armor. I technically have the money for this. And I almost am leveled up enough for it. Why would my health go down so much? Oh, plus 40 max health. Again, not too concerned with the buying of things. If I ever feel like I'm really underleveled, but I don't see that being a problem.
Well, let me know if you find it.
Hello.
Says there's something here. Ah, I see. Hello.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Yeah, actually the crossroads
There are
needs some
refugees
help.
at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Save yourself and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife here.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there,
Whoa.
I might be safer regardless.
I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
That's good of you. Wait, I was also going to offer to help you
May
with
I
some of the
help you?
herbs.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, we've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Okay, spend a weight in elf fruit. I have plenty to
May
spare.
I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Still an exclamation point, though. Fine.
A pleasure to see
This
you
just feels like
again.
another requisition situation where they're just
I found some of the herbs you were
draining me
looking
of resources.
Yes, these are perfect.
for. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, see, the list is still here. I'm not doing that anymore. It's all the herbs I can spare for Redcliffe Village.
Make it be with.
Alright, clearly we're not doing the Red Lyrium at the moment. So.
Good day, son.
Doo-doo-doo. Okay. A bit more things to do down there. Let's, I think it's time that I try to go speak with Fiona. I think it's something weird is going on around here and I need to know what. Did I already go up this way? Hero in every port, Ballad of Nuggins. Oh, the best of us ran when the dreadnought was sighted. Nuggins, Nuggins, for he heard the call. Tripped 9 Kunari, and that's why he's knighted. Nuggins, Nuggins, as brave as he's small. Oh, a shore full of pirates, the worst set to happen. Nuggins, Nuggins, his heart pure and true. Tripped him an admirable, now he's our captain. Nuggins, Nuggins, for me and for you. Oh, the blight was upon us, and we found no pardon. Nuggins, Nuggins, now he'll make a stand. Tripped up the darkspawn, and now he's a warden. Nuggins, Nuggins, for all in the land. Oh, paraded through Kirkwall as hero and winner. Nuggins, Nuggins, stubborn and vicious. Tripped up a viscount, now he's for dinner. Nuggins, Nuggins, of course he's delicious. Philem the Bard makes another appearance with that one. So see, that time Cassandra did not disapprove, perhaps because I didn't have to break in there. Very confused on what the policy is on whether I'm stealing or not.
Good day.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
I was invited by you.
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Oh, wow.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Oh, this changes everything. I don't know if I want to be an ally with Tevinter. I was willing to side with the mages, but Tevinter are not a people I want to support.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our Legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining
10
full
years?
rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Wow.
Hmm.
We secrety.
Oops.
We'll be careful. But we need to figure out what's going on here.
So it seemed to me like Felix purposely ended that discussion and handed me this note secretly. I will certainly go to the Chantry to investigate.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic
2
out
days.
of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
You're one of the Tranquil?
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Yes, absolutely. I was just thinking I could totally offer him a place at the Inquisition. Maeve even said she likes hanging out with the Tranquil and she needs their help.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
He won't be helping Maeve, but he could certainly help Adon. I don't actually hear her saying any of those words. Sort of interesting. Well, I can't go that way, I guess.
Just what I heard.
Wait, is there somebody to talk to over here? Who's this?
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Well, that's not at all true.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Fine, don't believe me. I'm sad that Cassandra doesn't approve of that. I'm not gonna read this right now, but I'll skim through it so you guys can read it if you're interested. Wait, I'm sorry, there was one more person there to talk to. I don't want to pass him up.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Yeah. Excuse
You're
me.
not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with Magisters.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Well, the Magister's a little preoccupied at the moment, so I'm not too concerned. I'm purposely not reading those just because I know that they're just sort of fictional stories about the universe. They're not relevant to the situation at hand. Seers and the Alls met, 23rd of Ferventus. When I set out for the capital capital of Ravane, I did not anticipate arriving in the middle of a little provincial festival. The streets are thick with fishermen and farmers coming in from the countryside for some gathering. Rural life apparently breeds fierce rivalries. I've seen more than one fistfight erupt in the square outside the inn. And do they call this music? Excellent wine, however. It must be Antivan. 24th of Ferventus. The agreement is sealed. The merchant had more jewelry on his head than Orlesian women do on their fingers, but anyone willing to sell me silk at this price may dress how they please. Sabol, whose title is Anain, is an amiable sort who offered to show me all's met tonight. Apparently the village leaders, hedge mages they dub seers, travel to Darsmuid twice a year to meet in council, forge trade agreements, and publicly pledge loyalty to Ravane's queen. Deals made at All's Met are seen as especially auspicious. Sabol warned me that sometimes hotheads will attempt to settle old feuds before these seers decree binding judgments here. But there are also feasts, lavish gift-giving ceremonies, musical contests, and other rustic nonsense. This explains the rabble. Still, it might be amusing to sample the local color. I've just witnessed a loudly public exchange between two men trying to outdo each other with ridiculous boasts in the square. The most extravagant lyre was applauded and decorated with wreaths by the crowd. The Raveni are lively, I'll grant them that, and not at all afraid to drink with a Teventer. Ha! Peasant oaf threatened me after I tripped into him at feast. Bit of fire cowed him. Impressed ladies, too. What enlightened attitudes. These people have Fantassasa's lovely dancers here. Huh. Must Rem get vintage from Innkeep. Label was blue. I see, that's just him getting drunker. 26th of Ferventus. Find out who's sleeping on top of me. Bring more robes next year. Alright, somebody got on up to a debaucherous vacation, it sounds like. Alright, let's leave the tavern and see about getting to the chantry. Ooh, okay, okay. Is it done loading? Let's save just in case. Some danger. Still not loading great. Got some frame rate issues.
Good day. You're from the Inquisition. I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
Is that so hard to believe?
Everyone blames us. The Templars left the Chantry too. That's worse, isn't it? They took an oath. Yet everyone calls it the Mage Rebellion. We're the ones they hate. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
Sometimes to achieve the world one desires, one must take regrettable measures.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
I agree.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
Something's going on with her.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
See, I don't think that's right. He got taken away from his family with no chance. And he did what he was supposed to do, and he's still treated as a prisoner.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I do believe mages should be free.
Would swear to a magister.
Whoops, whoops. Sorry about that.
say Andraste sent you to save the world.
They do
If
say
it'll
that.
help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make us speed you, my child.
Ah, here's
I'm
Tanner.
Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Yeah.
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I found a letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit.
Yeah.
You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonoring Chantry robes. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right. I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Whoa, this is such a formal cutscene. All the other ones were just like, yeah, you got an agent, way to go. Alright, I did level up a while back. Before we go meet Felix in the Chantry, let's go ahead and spend that point. Your daggers blur, deadly, dance of deadly pain, add to my critical hit chance. I like that. I think I'm gonna go with Dance of Death though. I am getting to the point where I'm running out of stamina too quickly. Sorry for all the saves, but I want to make sure I can go back in case I miss something or make a wrong choice by accident. Not because of the consequences, but because of a misclick or something. Oh shit, there's a rift here.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Of course. I'm not here, don't mind me. This time I'm gonna do it, because they're all over there and they're all distracted. Alright, it didn't backfire this time. Oh, did we get him? Nice. I hate it when they get away before I have a chance to final hit in. I think I can do it. This one might backfire because there's a lot of them. But because there's a lot of them, yes, it will be super beneficial if I can pull it off. Nice, we're taking them out pretty fast. Who else? Who else? Oh, you guys got them nicely done. Let's close this thing up.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you?
No idea.
You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Stop talking like you're waiting for applause. Just tell me what's going on.
What? There's no applause? Fine. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Tevinter Supremacists are called Venatori.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Interesting. Okay, so now we know how he was able to get here so quickly. And also maybe a little bit why Fiona was able to be in Val Royeaux and then not remember that. He basically rewound time, but she was kind of like, oh, that sounds strange to me. As though she still had a small recollection of it. So he controlled time to get here quickly, but he was after me, not just after the mages. And Dorian, as his apprentice, helped him develop this time magic. Felix is his son and is ill. no longer, neither of them want to support their father anymore. Alright, let's see what's next on our agenda then. We do need to return to the war room, turn to Haven. That's a must soon. What about looking for Blackwell here before we leave? Oh no, okay.
Do we believe that both Alexius's son and apprentice are turning on him? It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
Then let's make them believe that it's a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll have to basically just walk into the trap and hope that we can outwit them or outfight them.
Take care.
We'll do some more exploring here and then we'll have to head back to Haven. All that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys.